So we got the 328 outside. Let's pull it out here. I'm gonna give it a little wash. It is real dirty, been sitting up. I was looking at the tires. It's got some Yokohama tires on it. Those are Yokohama AVID Touring S. So that's pretty cool. It's got a whole set on there. He said they were new. And let's go inside right quick again. I don't know if I showed the inside, but I just cranked it up and pulled it right out. Now this is the thing I was talking about on the top here. They got these cables, look like they cut them. They were manually letting the top down by hand, and they got all the trimming over there. All that's all taken out. The door panel is missing, so we have to find those. But I got to looking at it. The thing actually got 150,000 miles on it, just 154,000. It's only got 2 inspection lights on. I don't know if that's good or not. The check engine light is on, probably due to it ran hot. I'm thinking this is the brake light, brake lining light. I haven't drove it yet, so I don't know if the transmission shifts. But she cranks right up, and sounds real sporty. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bath, because I can barely see out the windshield, and then we'll take her for a spin. Alright, we're gonna give this thing a little bath. How about that? Let's see how good this black paint really is. I do see some light scratches on the hood, but I don't think it's nothing major. When I got this thing, it was sitting under a tree, so it's got a lot of tree sap on it. I think it's set up since January of this year, so it's been sitting practically almost a whole year. At least it had gas in it. All right. Factory rims look pretty good. They're not all curb appeal, I don't think. Well, let's spray this side off. Now we can see the top leaks. Well, I picked this thing up when it was raining, so I didn't see any water actually dripping in there. It don't smell like mildew or mold, so I think the top is pretty much sealed. I did notice there was some clear coat on the top that's starting to fade out, peel. So I guess that part was sitting in the sun. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash the other side, spray it off. I don't want to get my camera wet. And we'll see what the outcome looks like. Well, what you guys think? I know it's still kind of wet, but it's starting to dry up. Like I said, I did see some light scratches in the hood. But they're just light scratches. You can barely see them. Overall, with that, just the car wash looks pretty good. Looks pretty doggone good. So let's look inside and see, did it get wet? Oh, I don't see any water anywhere. Man, I just cut that cable though, that sucks. Find a parts car. But I don't see any water dripping. I don't know about the trunk, but the back seat is dry, dirty, but dry. And I think I see a little water dripping where the zipper is back there. Just a little bit. I don't know if that's normal or not. There's a little water dripping back there. I don't think. I'm trying to zoom in on it instead of me crawling back there, but you can see a little water dripping. I don't know if that's normal. Leave a comment in the box below. But there's nothing like pouring in. You know, I washed it, sprayed it really hard. I don't see a rip here anywhere. There is some dirt in here. Is there a drainage system up under there or something? I mean, I'm not sure, but she looks pretty good. Like I say, it's starting to dry up. I used some of that car wash wax concentrated stuff. So I believe even after it dries up, it's still going to have a decent shine. Might just need to be buffed. But anyway, we'll hop in and we'll try and take this thing around the block right quick before it gets dark. And I don't know if it's going to run hot driving. I haven't had it run hot sitting here running. But I at least want to know how the transmission shifts and things like that. So let's hop in and we'll go around the block right quick. Let's see. Transmission shift. Transmission shift. Transmission shift. Oh man, it needs wiper blades bad. I can barely see. It needs a set of wiper blades, that's for sure. Transmission does shift out pretty good. We got like a rattling going on in the back. And our inspection lights went away. I don't know what that's about. no cars coming. Temperature hand is staying normal. There's a car coming. See if you can hear transmission shift again. I don't hear any rattling sound like front end transmission shift. Transmission shift. Man, she pulls really hard. I mean, this thing's only got 154,000 miles on it, and she pulls really hard. I mean, really good. So we know the transmission shifts out, the steering feels tight, suspension feels okay. Like I said, I had to really scrape that windshield. It had a whole bunch of tree sap on it, but it's pretty quiet. That little lifter chatter it had at first went away. I guess just has been sitting. The oil pressure had to build back up. So the temperature hand is still normal though. That's good. But like I say, we'll see once we get that hose hooked on the bottle and bleed the air out. The radio just won't come on. I don't know. It says nothing. Might be a fuse. Now it does have the factory CD player in the trunk. All the windows work. I don't know why they took that door panel off. It's missing, well, I see one piece of trim. That's the back one. It goes up. I tried them yesterday just by chance. I was scared to because I was scared it wasn't going to roll up. That one's actually down. So that one works. So, like I say, the temperature's staying normal. Revs up nice. So we will continue on, and we'll get our parts, the coolant bottle, and we'll play with it some more. And this might be a winner here. I mean, I believe this might be a real cheap ride. I mean, for 400 bucks, even though it's a 97, still a decent BMW. I don't know what got against it there. It looked like a tire or something. Rubbed it. Something rubbed up against it. But we can get another marker light. So anyway, we're gonna move forward when our part come in and take it from there. Alright, so we are back with the BMW. I want to apologize if there's a lot of background noise. We got some construction going on in the back and the guys are kind of loud, so just makes you want to go out there and say, "Shut up!" So anyway, we got the new coolant bottle, came in today for the 328, and we're going to install it. Kind of like it's used. Well, that don't look good. Look at that. It's got grease on it and dirty. Is this out of the used eBay section? Huh. It's definitely clean inside. That's peculiar. I know it said it was new. It smells new. Huh. Well, anyway, it's got the piece on it we need, the little spout where the hose is gonna go. So now we just got to remove the other one. I'm thinking this is the drain. Yep, that's how you drain it. It's got like a O-ring in there. Make sure that goes back right. I don't want to tighten up there. That is kind of baffling. It's supposed to be brand new and looks used, but that is skipping. Let's get the old bottle off. We'll take a look, see what's going on. I don't like that. So I'll set you guys up over there and we'll get it out. Okay, due to it's being so tight, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the best shot of taking this thing out of here. I tried to put the camera in all kind of different angles and it just didn't seem to work. So I'm thinking I need to take that screw out. Looks like it just snaps onto the shroud, I'm thinking. Hopefully. Yes, so you just lift up on that and that comes right out. And then you have a hose and a clamp at the bottom. It's like a hose clamp. I wish I can get you guys down in there, but it's so tight. I can just show you after I get it out of there. Actually, there's a sensor that screws in where that cap goes. So that's just a extra cap. So we'll there's like a hose down there at the bottom. Antifreeze everywhere. I'll try and get you guys down in there. So there's a hose right here at the bottom with this hose clamp. So we got to get that off. Coolant everywhere. Oh. So this is the sensor I was talking about here. So we'll just unscrew this. Actually, that is the low coolant sensor. And it's kind of stuck in there. So that's your low coolant sensor. Let's get the light on it. So as the coolant gets low, this little floats up and down. So if it's like that, up will be full, down will be empty. You can see all the gunk and stuff. So I guess we'll be using this cap. So I'm going to unplug it and clean it up some before we put it on there, because it's got all this gummy gum stuff on there. Brown looking stuff. So we'll unplug that. and get it cleaned up. So I turned up the light a little bit so you can see how the brown stuff on there before I clean it. Give me a real good close-up. What was that? Oh, that was the old bleeder screw, which the new one has one. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then we'll put the bottle back in. Alright, so we got the sensor clean and installed in the new bottle. So we're gonna stick it back down in there. First we're gonna plug the sensor up. Then we're gonna stick it back in this hose. This is a job to get to. It's kind of inside of the shroud. Take about 5 minutes to do it. So I guess we need to take the bleeder screw out, and then I'm thinking maybe we should put the hose on first, because it'll be up under there and you can't get to it. If it reaches, which it's not, I'm gonna have to get a new hose to reach from the other side to over here. Figured that. So let me round up a hose that comes from this side of the radiator all the way over to the bottle, and then we'll put the bottle in there and fill it up with some coolant and try and bleed this thing out, and hopefully it works, even though we're not having any heating issues. So, but I think very seriously it's going to be alright. So I got the sensor in the bottle all cleaned up, and I just got the bottle just kind of temporary sitting in here because I got to hook up the hose that runs from this side of the radiator all the way over to the bottle before I put it up under the shroud. And I got the sensor down there. It is plugged in, and I got the hose on it too. I just haven't tightened the hose clamp up yet around there. You can see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and find a hose that will run from one side of the radiator to the other, and then we will get some coolant in it and get it bled out, and hopefully this thing will still run with no overheating issues. So I got the bottle set here and the hose is right here. So that hose, it actually runs through the shroud on the inside down here. It runs right here through these little holders of the shroud and goes all the way straight across to the other side and connects here. Again, sorry for the background noise. So here's the old bottle here, and you can see all the plastic stuff that fell out of it, the O-ring. So this bottle was pretty much toast. Can't really see in there, it's so dark, but all that fell out of it, so it wasn't any good. So anyway, I'm gonna get the bottle back secure and put some coolant in it. Okay, so we're gonna add some coolant now. Hopefully we can get it to bleed out the bleeder hole. It already had green in it, so that's what I'm gonna put in there. I know he's supposed to run the BMW stuff, but that's what it had in there, so that's what we're going back with. Unless I go through and flush the whole system out and all that stuff. Hopefully we'll get it bled out. Might have to crank it up. What you think? We should crank it up? I have seen some videos where they was just pouring it straight in there and it just started coming out of the bleeder hole. I think I'm just going to fire it up. Here we go. We should see it come out of there in a minute. Starting to bubble out. Trying to see some water circulating in there too. Let's do that. This side. Circulating pretty good. So I guess we got a steady flow here. So that should mean that there's no air in the system, I guess. I think they say you can squeeze the bottom hose. Still got some air bubbles. Pretty solid now. Technically it'd be good. The reservoir bottle's still full. A little bit, well, I think it's at the level where it needs to be at. A little bit past it though. Still got some air bubbles, I think. Seems to be pretty steady. Well, there's some more bubbles. I think it's just actually sucking in air because I don't have the top on it. Going down a little bit now, so it's pushing all that air out. Let's go see what the temperature looks like. It's not even all the way up there yet. Not even close to half. So now it's just a solid, steady stream. I don't see any more bubbles. So I'm thinking it might be, well, that's not. But it's only when it gets below the cap. I'm gonna turn the heat on and see if it gets hot. It's not getting hot just yet, but it is warm. Of course, might still have some air bubbles. So what we'll do, we'll just let it sit here and run for a while. Let it get up to temperature some more, and then we'll check it out, and I think we'll be okay. Well, it's running normal temp, and the heat is hot. Let's see, it is at, that can't be right, 105, 107, I guess that could be right. Pretty hot. It is hot. Yeah. pretty much it. Make sure this thing is right. I mean, it is pretty hot though. And the temperature is staying right in the middle. Let's cool it a little bit. I think what really happened to this car is he put the new radiator in, and he just didn't leave the coolant system out, because he broke the bottle trying to get the hose on it. And the way it's made, you gotta run that hose through the plastic, and that hose at the bottom of the tank with the clamp has got to be flushed down inside of the shroud, because the bottle actually sits in the shroud at the bottom. And he was trying to push it all together and screw it up. But now we can just get the check engine light out. Man, she revs really good. You can rev it all day. It's got a little condensation coming out of the pipe. It's not signs of blow head gasket. So I think we're good, boys and girls. I think this car is going to turn out to be a real good car. I do have a buyer for it, unfortunately. They seen it and asked me about buying it, and I said, well, let me put the bottle in it and make sure that it don't have any major engine problems, and if not, it's up for sale. So if they don't buy it, we'll keep it around. We'll eventually get the top fixed and cruise it, even though it's fixing to be fall here. Start getting chilly, so I won't have to worry about the top right now, but I guess I can show y'all what all the noise was. My wife's, she's got a project going on her own. She's getting a patio built, screened in patio, so that's where all the ruckus was. So yeah. Everybody, sorry about that. Everybody's got their projects. So, anyway, that's going to be it for right now on the 328i. So, thanks for watching. And who knows? If they don't buy it, we'll keep it around. If they do, it'll be going to a good home and it won't get scrapped. So, see y'all later. So the BMW is gone to a new owner. It's gone, guys. It's gone. The BMW is gone. Later. That's right. The BMW is gone. It's sold. So it's going to another home. I tell them just keep an eye on the temp, stuff like that, and give it a good oil change. So, but it is a good car though. Sounds good. So it is gone. So later, guys.